So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 4 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I wanted to cover today includes a graphics jump showcase moving to the current generation, a popular classic PlayStation 1 title could be returning on the PlayStation 5, an amazing looking co-op shooter has been revealed, and games are apparently getting cheaper. First, yes or no, is $70 too much to pay for new games or not? I'm curious to see where everyone's mindset is when it comes to this topic. We're going to, of course, talk about game prices in this video, as I just mentioned, but I'm curious where your thoughts are at right now. So comment below, yes or no, if $70 is too much to pay for new games or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, a PlayStation 1 Classic could be returning. Reading from Push Square, there's nothing like a bit of fan speculation to kickstart a new week in video games, is there? The latest gossip all stems from the fact that PlayStation legend Shuhei Yoshida retweeted something over the weekend. That something being a tweet from the Legend of Dragoon composer Dennis Martin. But why? Martin's tweet is from 2019, in which he reminisces about scoring the PlayStation 1 RPG. It's undeniably weird that Yoshida would choose to unearth this tweet now, so you can see why fans think there might be something going on behind the scenes. Yoshida has since removed the retweet for reasons unknown. The Legend of Dragoon is, of course, a prime candidate for PlayStation Plus Premium, it being considered a classic PlayStation 1 title published by Sony themselves. We wouldn't be at all surprised to see it make the jump to PlayStation's refresh subscription service sooner or later. So I can't personally see the retweet myself anymore since it's gone, but it has been screenshotted, and it's definitely something weird to retweet if there's nothing behind it, especially considering it's a nearly 3-year-old tweet. The PlayStation 1 Classic could very well come to PlayStation Plus, it's just a matter of when, since we haven't been getting much in terms of classic titles on the service since launch. I'm hoping that changes this month when they announce the new games, possibly later this week. Now, diving into the second story of the video, an amazing looking co-op shooter emerged into the news recently. The game is called the First Descendant. Reading some information on it from website Dexerto, the First Descendant is Nexon's latest third-person shooter, looter shooter. The newly announced Nexon game is all about grabbing guns, destroying the enemy, and looting everything you find, all within a cooperative action RPG. Currently, there's no official release date, and while it's not a guarantee that you'll get in, you can still sign up for their beta, which will begin on October 20th, 2022, and will end on October 26, 2022. PC players can sign up for the beta on Steam. Feeling particularly reminiscent of Outriders, the First Descendant is a third-person looter shooter with a strategic spin. It boasts unique characters, challenging bosses, and dynamic action, which are all clearly presented in what looks to be a stunning video game. As for the story, the First Descendant Steam page has explained that players are given a mission to fight against the invaders for the survival of humans and to protect the Ingress continent, which hints at an apocalyptic setting, non-human enemies, and a vast amount of exploration within the Ingress continent. The teaser trailer revealed what platforms you'll be able to enjoy the First Descendant on, which includes Xbox One, Series X, Series S, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and PC, which pretty much means it's coming on anything. So on everything. So looking at the trailer, it looks gorgeous, especially considering it's a co-op shooter. Visuals aren't usually a big focus here. It's more on the gameplay and the gameplay loop and the end game. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm skeptical as to how it'll actually look when it comes to the final release. And of course, will it actually be fun to play? Yeah, of course the trailer looks awesome, but will it be fun to play in the end? I'm usually skeptical at this point in time when it comes to games that come out of nowhere and just look amazing as they do, and then we don't hear about them for years to come, and it's like, oh, I remember this game. It looked great back then. I don't know what's going on with it now. The article compared this game to Outriders, and I was a fan of that game. Hopefully this one does something unique along with bringing on those amazing visuals. But you guys let me know if you think the First Descendant looks great or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the third story of the video, games are getting cheaper. So This article from website gamesindustry.biz goes into detail looking at the history of game prices in relative versus absolute terms, pointing out that games today being priced at $69.99 are actually cheaper when compared to the past when it comes to accounting for inflation, which of course is something we've kind of already known about, but this article goes into various comparisons to prove this point. They list out a bunch of consoles going all the way back to the Atari 2600, showcasing the price increase in absolute terms, meaning just the price increase directly for the game from $39.99 all the way to $69.99 today. It's a clear price increase over the years for the games. They then flip this and account for 2022 inflation, and you see that over the years it's actually been getting cheaper for the most part. $39.99 back in 1977 is actually nearly $200 today. Even $69.99 back in 2020 is $80 today, which was a surprise to me. But now, for me, I've already said when the $69.99 price hike came up that I'll pay that for new quality titles, no problem. Something like God of War Ragnarok, which is coming out this November at $70, I'll pay that, no problem. That's okay for me. The people over at Sony Santa Monica always do great work. This is a brand new big blockbuster title. I'll pay that for I'll pay $70 for that game. But of course there are limitations. A great example for me personally, I want to highlight for me personally, is the recent Last of Us remake at $70. That's way too expensive to pay for a remake when we should not equate a remake like the Last of Us remake to a brand new God of War title like God of War Ragnarok. These two games are priced at $70, which to me doesn't make sense. But of course, that's just my personal thoughts. That's the balance I took. But regardless, over time, games have become cheaper relative to the power of a dollar. I'll have the article linked below if anyone wants to take a deeper dive into the different comparisons. But over the years, it seems like games have been getting cheaper when it comes to inflation and accounting for various variables. And now diving into the final story of the video, the graphics jump. So this was a pretty cool video, but it was also confusing. So recently someone took it upon themselves to relight the old Unreal Engine 4 demo, but using Unreal Engine 5. Now, I've gone through the video myself and compared the two, and yes, in some scenes, the Unreal Engine 5 version redone with the Lumen tech, which is the lighting tech from the Unreal Engine 5 demo, it does look better, but I don't know why in some cases the Unreal Engine 4 version looks better to me. Now, of course, this is just relighting. It's not a redo of the entire demo from my understanding. This redo comes from YouTube channel Dylan Brown, and in the description of the video, they state, decided to do a fun one-day project to convert the very old 10 years Elemental demo by Epic to Unreal Engine 5.1. This isn't just a straight conversion, as this demo was obviously lit with static lighting and fake bounce lighting, etc. So I went about relighting most of the interior scenes for a more cinematic look and to make use of Lumen as well as volumetric fog, which didn't exist in Engine when this was released originally. All lighting is dynamic using software Lumen only, no ray trace Lumen, as it didn't add much to this particular scene. All the volumetric fog gets its indirect lighting from Lumen 2. So there you have it. Again, in some cases it does look better, but in others the Unreal Engine 4 version looks better, or maybe it's just me and my crazy eyes. I don't know. You guys let me know which one looks better to you. Let me know down in the comments below, and if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is the body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with reveal the new Plus games. Obviously, this is in reference to the new PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium games. I hope more classics come to the service. If you're on that same boat, destroy the comment section with reveal the new Plus games, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.